There's something to the old saying, being in the right place at the right time. Hi everyone, Ken here. Today we are exploring the many mansions of Paul D. Cravath. Hit that like button to let YouTube know you want to see more historic homes, and let's begin exploring this house. In 1884, Paul Cravath graduated from Columbia Law School, ready to start his legal career. The timing could not have been more perfect for him. After getting his first job as a lawyer at Carter, Hornblower & Byrne, the firm reorganized, and within a few short years, he was named partner in the newly formed Carter, Hughes & Cravath. Almost immediately, he was flung into the media spotlight defending one of his first clients, George Westinghouse, in the sensationalized War of the Currents. George Westinghouse was competing directly with Thomas Edison to supply New York City with electricity, though their methods varied. Edison was using direct current, or DC, and Westinghouse was utilizing alternating current, or AC. Edison claimed that Westinghouse was infringing on his patents and further lobbied for legislation to limit the use of AC. Edison's claims were followed by propaganda pieces to win the public over in favor of his DC power lines, claiming that AC caused a myriad of diseases and would end society as we knew it. When an accident would occur with AC power lines, the papers were quick to report them with cartoons and language that made it seem like AC was killing every day. Even though Cravath had lost many of these court cases relating to patent infringement, he had made a name for himself. He went on to co-found his own firm, Cravath, Swaine & Moore, where he was credited with developing the Cravath system, which was essentially a guidebook for running law firms and investment banks. All the while, he continued to take up high-profile cases, which led him to amassing a fortune, and with that fortune, he set out to build his dream house. He purchased a large lot on Long Island and hired the architecture firm of Babb, Cook & Willard to design for him a grand country estate which would be named Veriton. Completed in 1905, the brick and cedar shingle structure was accented by neoclassical architectural elements, including a double-high porte-cochere dotted by fluted Doric columns. Heading inside, the entrance hall was clad with wood-paneled walls and boasted ornate plaster ceilings. Behind us is the dining room, showing great restraint for the time period, with the focus being on the quality of materials rather than intricate artisan detailing. This level of quiet luxury continues into the drawing room, doubling as the music room. Though we do find polished herringbone floors glowing in the sunlight and festoons gracing each passageway's pediments. Unfortunately, Cravath would not enjoy Veriton for very long. Just 3 years after its construction, the house was completely lost to a fire. Nevertheless, he began rebuilding, christening the 60-room house with the name Veriton II, which itself only stood for a few years, being completed in 1911. Then in 1914, Veriton II was lost to another fire, though the family and staff were able to save some of Cravath's most prized possessions, including trophies won by him and his daughter in a horse show. At this point, Cravath gave up on his prized lot and started construction on a new house in Locust Valley. He hired architect Bradley Delahanty to design a house that wouldn't so easily burn down. The 19-room mansion, constructed of brick with a whitewashed facade, was positioned to sit proudly on 27 acres of perfectly manicured gardens overflowing with English ivy and wisteria. The grounds were further planted with hundreds of dogwood trees, and lawns were separated by hedges, which created layers of formal gardens and tucked-away terraces. If we were visiting the estate known as Stillhouse as guest, we would make our way up the long, winding drive until we find the gate marking the motor court. From here we will drive between the two urns and step out of our 1920s automobile at the front door. The doorman will now take the keys and park our car for us around the corner. In the meantime, we can head inside. After passing through the vestibule on the left, we arrive in the reception hall. Let's take the door at the end. This leads us to the stair hall, and while we might want to fly up the grand staircase, we still have many more rooms to see on the main level. The stair hall connects us to the dining room, which, unlike in his previous houses, embraces artisan work. The walls are covered in murals, and each surface is decorated with antique tchotchkes. Even so, life at Stillhouse is relaxed, with the dining room opening onto a dining porch. From the dining porch, we can slide into the sitting room, doubling as the loggia as we cut back towards the stair hall. From here, we'll head across the reception hall toward the other wing of the house. This will bring us to the study, which is surrounded on all sides by built-in bookshelves, but this room is only a precursor to the library. On the other side of the fireplace, we find the 2-story library with rounded corner shelves, a catwalk, and furniture cozied up to a large hearth. Finally, Cravath had a house he could relax in, one that would not go up in flames. He was able to enjoy it into his golden years, passing away in 1940. Stillhouse was then sold to the Rothschild family, who used it as their Long Island cottage during World War II. The property has changed hands a few times since, but continues to stand with many of its original features intact. What did you think about Stillhouse? Let me know down below in the comments section, and while you're there, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House.